I was born here in the Herald Square Macys, and I've never left. This is the bed I sleep in. This is the bed I was born in. This is the largest store in the world, I'm told. Though I know nothing of the world and everything of this place. Its hallways, faces, things, 8 floors, a city block of NYC, quite a big apple, some real estate. And although I've never seen the sky or grass, sometimes I get so wrapped in the beauty of my life here, I can feel I can hold that whole green fuzzy globe inside my heart. Oh, how the same things can change when you see them every day. We say here at Macy's, own your style. I repeat it to myself as a mantra as I wander the loose halls. Own your style. Own your style. This is the Macy's magic. I know we here at Macy's do a parade for the world, and I know my father used to be in it. Father, I should say, was Mr. Macy, and my mother was Mrs. Macy. When I was 8 years old, I remember my father took me to the Starbucks mezzanine overlooking the store, and while perfume misted up our noses, he looked at me teary-eyed and told me someday this empire would be mine. But even though father was in the parade every year, no one ever asked me if I want to be included. I have a worldview no one asked me about. But even if they had asked me to lead that colorful floating snake through the streets of Manhattan, I'd have said no thank you. The Macy's in Herald Square is all I need. I'd say Macy's has everything you need to live a dignified, fulfilled, full, and special life. Clothing, shoes, shoelaces, watches that tell time, wine glasses for wine, and sunglasses for the sun. Sometimes I like to pretend to eat with friends at the display dining tables. It really isn't so bad a life. I'm not at the end of a skewer. I have everything I need. There's a suite of dining options offered within the store. Plus, I am a man in love. I'm a man who loves a woman trapped in the body of a mannequin. Her name is Giovanni, and it is a quiet love. We hold our exteriors in dignified poses while passion laps our insides. Today I wrote her a love letter. Dear Giovanni, well, that is between the two of us. She loves paper airplanes because she flew here on an airplane from Indonesia. I knew I loved her from the moment I saw her in the women's clothing department. And even though she can't speak back in reply, I knew we can both feel that horrible burning between us. After I wrote her the love note, I went looking for a gift, but I kept getting distracted by thoughts of what we'd do here together once she was unfrozen. I couldn't help myself. To think of her life now, always looking into those lights, always subjected to the cattle delivered from the elevator, always having to stay in her beautiful, glamorous, but uncomfortable pose. Never has she been able to shake out a Charlie horse or clench a foot falling asleep. It's enough to drive any man to murder. I tell her that even though she can't move yet, there is so much more to life. I say, there's a full 8 floors and a full suite of dining options offered in the store. I describe French fries like soft, salty sticks, I say. And we can ride the elevators together every day, and maybe during rush hour between the hours of 11 and 1, the elevators will get so full of people we'll be forced to slightly press our bodies up against one another. And maybe, just maybe, if I could be the luckiest man on green earth, we could get married in the festive holiday section. Maybe she could give birth to a child, like my mother did to me. I've lost track of the years since my birth. The Christmas decorations come and go. Thanksgiving, Easter. I lay in bed every night around closing, and they turn off the lights for me. I wake up in the same place I fell asleep, here at Macy's. I read this book sometimes that I found in a rug display, and sometimes I try to tell my 2 other mannequin friends about Socrates, but I've never yet met a statue who could have a dialogue. Sometimes I read the words in the store. Sometimes I pretend to read fabric. Today, while looking for a gift, I tried some new outfits to show Giovanni. I saw on the schedule, peeking, we are getting some new Dolce & Gabbana cologne called Intenso. Maybe I hope if I spritz some on my wrist or under her nose, she will unfreeze, because I've read of the profound effects of smelling salts on the comatose. But I haven't yet found anything on the web about how to wake up your mannequin love. I sneak onto employee computers and read about electricity and songs and lovers' kisses, but I haven't found anything concrete. I've been building this with no luck. I remember the morning my father turned into a mannequin. Then my mother did the same a few years ago. They were both taken away from me by people who did not know them and did not love them. I've already decided that if they take Giovanni away from me, I will burn the Herald Square Macys to the ground, and I will burn with it. I've seen on the internet what you can do with access to a central heating system, especially in the largest store in the world. The whole world. That spinning globe. But for now, I just look for Giovanni's gift. And then I think of her beautiful face. And I realize she is always looking up into the light. And I realize she needs a hat for such a bright burden of light. And I get a hat, and I settle it onto her head. And I decide to sit with her for a while. And after a while, the store begins to close. And I would soon go up to my bed to wake up again. And so I say, "Good night, my love. You'll stretch your legs in my dreams."